Hey guys, today I have a GE washer and Whirlpool electric dryer, and right now we've got this washer going through a normal medium cycle. We've got the load size, water level set to super. Temperature we just have it set on cool, so it's actuating both the cold and hot valves. And it's filling up with water right now. We've got the center agitator, king size capacity on this one here. And all I've done here so we can open this lid is I just took the two screws that hold the little lid locking mechanism out and stuck it in there so it thinks the door's closed, but that way I can show you what's going on as it moves along through the cycle, and you can see that everything's working perfect. That way you know when you get these home, plug them in, you'll be good to go. So we'll let it fill up with water, and I'll show you that the drain works, that it's got a nice, fast, smooth final spin cycle. Then we'll move the clothes over to the dryer, show you that the dryer's tumbling and heating like it's supposed to. So we'll let that fill up and we'll come back. All right, so we're back now. Moved over into the wash cycle, out of fill, over to wash. Now again, we have it set to super. And it has full submersion on this king size capacity basket. The agitator's really going to town. Vortexing those clothes down the middle. And then they'll come back up this side. Matter of fact, I probably use a little too much water, but I always kind of run everything full blast. Definitely could have fit more towels in there. And this machine is handling what I consider to be a pretty large load of towels already really well. So we will come back for the draining next. All right, draining that water out nice and fast. Hear it draining out. From here it's going to spin to extract out the used up water. Then it's going to fill all the way back up. Agitate for a bit in the fresh water on the rinse cycle. Then it'll spin out and we'll be on to the final spin, which is what we'll come back for next. Alright, we're moving into the final spin cycle. Just draining the water out right now. It's getting started. Balancing this load before it kicks up to high-speed spin. Now, one word of caution with the king size capacity washers. It's great that it allows you to control how much water can be used. However, you don't want to overdo the water. So per the owner's manual, where you have your clothes, you want the water to basically come and meet the top of those clothes when it fills up. So what I had done there was use way too much water. I just kind of set everything to full blast, but I switched it because if you use too much water and everything's just kind of floating around, then when it drains out, then things can get disproportionate, which can cause issues on your spin cycle. That's not happening here, but I give the same warning with every king size capacity set that allows you to control the water. This load would probably have been more like a regular size. It was a full load of towels for the standard size washers, but for this one it would have been considered more like a regular size. So that would have been the appropriate amount of water to use, and with that much water, it does a much better job of making sure the clothes stay balanced around the outside of that agitator. I mean, it did fine, but it is something that is worth noting. Don't always just kick it up to super and leave it on super. That's not a good practice. As you can see there, spinning nice and fast. And the cool thing about these washers that spin this fast is it's going to extract the max amount of water out of those clothes, or the towels in this case, which is going to cut my drying time down in half as opposed to the older style washers that didn't spin anywhere near this fast. So the clothes are going to come out a lot lighter. And of course, at home, this will all be locked up, lid lock. You wouldn't be able to see all of that, but once again, I just took this out here so we can see what's going on. That is spinning very fast. Nice smooth operation on the outside. Those are going to come out great. So we'll let that finish up, and then we'll move them over to the dryer. All right, now we've got those clothes pulled out of the washer. You can see there, huge capacity on that tub. Now, that's not to say that you should fill it all the way up to the top. You should not. You should only go about 3/4 the way. and then just make sure you have appropriate water usage. I'd say the only time I would ever use super on the water usage level would be if I had just standard clothes filled all the way up to that 3/4 line, and maybe if I went just a tiny bit above, but you don't want your clothes just floating around in here. So I would say after using this thing does use a lot of water. I would probably run almost everything on regular or maybe large. I don't think I would use that super again. That was almost too much water. I'm sure there's a purpose for it. You read through the owner's manual, it'll say, super is for X, Y, and Z clothes only. But this is where I would get along with it just about all the time. Anyway, now we come over here to the electric dryer. We've got it set on time dry, high heat, and we've pushed to start. You've got your lint trap right here. You want to make sure that gets changed for each and every load. And I'm going to show you that it is in fact heating like it's supposed to. You can hear the clothes tumbling around. Everything on the outside is nice and smooth. About 74 on the outside of the dryer. Let's open this up. Now right inside the heating element tube there, it's going to be nice and hot. Plenty of heat coming out of that tube. And then the inside of your dryer is going to heat up anywhere from 95 all the way up to 195 once the clothes are done dry, but it's still rocking and rolling. And then the air is going to escape right out the back there, which is where the lint trap catches it, and it goes out the back of your dryer. That's how the airflow works. That's why it's so important to make sure this is changed, so you've got good airflow and those clothes can get dry as fast as possible. Well, that's going to do it here, guys. I'll go ahead and get these listed up for sale. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Thanks, you guys have a great day.